In the grand halls of Catholic tradition, there exists a celestial hierarchy so vast and intricate, it rivals even the most complex systems of earthly power. This is the doctrine of the 9 choirs of angels, a mystical framework describing how heaven is structured, and how divine beings interact with God, the cosmos, and humanity. But despite its theological importance, this angelic order is seldom discussed from the pulpit. The Vatican teaches it, yes, but only within cloistered seminaries, theological circles, and esoteric texts. Why the silence? Tonight on Shadow Files, we uncover what the 9 choirs of angels really are, how they operate, and why this divine order is rarely revealed to the public. The idea of angelic ranks isn't new. Ancient Jewish and early Christian texts speak of celestial beings with different powers and roles. But it was the 6th century mystic Pseudo-Dionysius the Areopagite who formalized the 9 choirs, splitting them into 3 triads. Each triad or level gets closer to God, representing both distance and spiritual authority. Let's break it down. These angels dwell in the direct presence of God. They exist to praise, guard, and manifest the divine. Seraphim, the highest of all. They burn with eternal love, constantly chanting, "Holy, holy, holy," before the throne of God. Their fire represents purification and divine illumination. Cherubim, often misunderstood as chubby baby angels, the biblical cherubim are awe-inspiring guardians of divine knowledge. They wield intelligence and insight, guarding the secrets of heaven. Thrones, described as great wheels covered in eyes, thrones represent divine justice and humility. They carry out God's judgments and serve as the chariots of divine will. Why don't we hear about them often? Perhaps because their imagery defies human understanding. They are alien, terrifying, holy. This group channels divine energy into the cosmos. They act as intermediaries between the highest heaven and the physical universe. Dominions, they regulate the duties of lower angels, ensuring divine order. Rarely do they reveal themselves to humans. Virtues, known for bestowing miracles and grace. These angels control the elements, nature, and celestial movements. They are behind miraculous healings and divine interventions. Powers, the warrior class. Powers protect the cosmos from demonic intrusion and maintain balance between good and evil. They are the invisible governors of divine law. These are the angels most familiar to us. They interact directly with humanity. Principalities, they guide nations, leaders, and institutions. Think of them as divine diplomats. Archangels, the most well-known class. Figures like Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael are archangels. They deliver important messages and lead heavenly battles. Angels, the lowest choir, but closest to humanity. These are guardian angels and personal messengers. They walk among us, often unseen. These beings are the most referenced in scripture and liturgy, yet even they are shrouded in layers of forgotten doctrine. The 9 choirs are supported by scattered biblical references. Isaiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, Revelation, and Pauline letters all mention angelic beings. But no single passage outlines the full hierarchy. That structure comes from centuries of theological synthesis, apocryphal texts, and mystical experiences. So why is it rarely discussed? Some theologians suggest the Vatican intentionally downplays the 9 choirs because the descriptions are too esoteric or confusing for laity. The hierarchy resembles pagan celestial models, like Neoplatonism. An emphasis on direct interaction with angels could bypass priestly intercession. If believers can appeal directly to angels, what does that mean for church authority? According to traditional Catholic demonology, each choir plays a part in resisting evil. For instance, powers and virtues repel demonic attacks. Archangels confront evil spirits, as in Michael battling Lucifer. Thrones and dominions restore divine balance when sin disrupts order. Some exorcists claim invoking specific choirs during spiritual warfare increases the potency of prayer and protection. Yet these practices remain rare and tightly controlled within church rituals. Why? Possibly to prevent lay people from engaging in unsupervised spiritual combat. The church may not be hiding the 9 choirs out of malice, but out of caution. Throughout history, angelic obsession has birthed heresies, cults, and dangerous mysticism. Still, by veiling this doctrine, the Vatican leaves a vast part of Christian cosmology unexplored. Is this protective silence, or strategic control? Today, scholars and spiritual seekers are rediscovering the 9 choirs. New books, documentaries, and even Vatican-adjacent theologians are cautiously discussing them again. As faith in traditional institutions declines, many turn to mystical doctrines for deeper spiritual truth. The 9 choirs offer a cosmic perspective that recenters God not just as creator, but as king of a vast celestial kingdom. Understanding these beings isn't just about angel trivia. It's about reclaiming spiritual agency and recognizing the universe as alive with divine presence. Ultimately, the 9 choirs of angels may reflect more than just heavenly bureaucracy. They symbolize the order, harmony, and layered mystery of the universe. From the blazing seraphim to the whispering guardian angel, each plays a role in the divine symphony. And perhaps that's what makes the Vatican's silence so haunting. If such a grand structure exists just beyond our sight, what else lies hidden? Heaven, after all, is not empty. It is teeming with fire-eyed beings, golden thrones, and cosmic messengers. And their story is just beginning to be told.